Rob, after their highs of Saracens last week, a tough day at the office this afternoon at Welford Road.
Yeah, and that's what the Premiership's about, isn't it? You know, you have to work hard week in, week out, and sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't. But you've just really got to get on with it. And I think I'm a bit disappointed with today. I didn't think we played to our potential, and whenever that happens, that disappoints me. I'm not massively. Scorelines don't massively mean that much to me. You know, I've kind of been doing it long enough to know that scorelines come and go. It's just playing to your potential. That's the only thing that really matters, and I don't think we did today for various reasons. I think we seemed to get frustrated quite quickly with things not going our way, and that just compounds things. And I think we compounded a lot of errors on ourselves. There was 2 or 3 times we were in a good pressure position and we gave away a penalty, then we followed up with a second penalty, and we're giving up kind of length of the pitch positions, and that's a bit unlike us, but it's also something that you have to learn to manage in a team that starts to become kind of more ambitious and wants things to happen, because you hit the pitch and you're desperate to do well, and if things don't go quite well, it can become frustrating, but the key is just to get on with things and keep fighting, and that's normally one of our strengths, but it is something you have to keep revisiting. You can't expect it to always be there, and so you've got to work on it, you can keep revisiting it, and a lot of what I'm going to talk about this week with the players will be just that. Look, mistakes will happen, right, let's roll through them, let's get back on, get on with our job again as an individual, and you can make good things happen. I mean, there were periods today when we looked really good, we looked a really good side, in both halves, but we just didn't pin it together for long enough, and that's what you have to do. Against good sides, you have to pin your good moments together over and over and over again, and that's where we lost it today. Our good moments, there weren't enough. There were too many poor moments, and like I said, not enough of the good ones.
Very frustrating was when you did get into their 22 and good attacking positions. Too many times you coughed up the ball, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it looked a few times like we were more likely to score than not score in some ways, and we're making errors. But again, it's difficult. We're working very hard on creating those kind of opportunities. Players are working extremely hard at it. The amount of tries we've scored this season kind of shows that we are creating opportunities, but maybe we're not always taking them. Like today, we didn't take the opportunities that we needed to. But we are a team in progress. To come to, not many teams actually come to Welford Road and decide to play and go after tries, but we do. And it's worked well for us in the past. Today it didn't quite come off. Because a little bit of inaccuracy. At the same time, if a couple of other kicks had gone over early in the game, we'd have gone in at half time, potentially 16-9, or without us taking a try scoring opportunity, and it's a tight game then. And I think we started the second half particularly well. As I've said to other members of the press, I think we had a strange TMO decision really kind of go against us, because I don't really care what anybody says. Nacho drops a ball, and as he's going after it, he just gets taken out completely, and that it has to be some kind of decision. There has to be something thought about it. If TMO looks at it and decides, right, it had no effect and whatever, but then it's still foul play. It's a difficult one for me, because I don't really want to make it sound like sour grapes, because we've lost 30 points to 8, but the reality is at 16-3 with us playing, you score a try and all of a sudden you're within bonus point territory, and it's a totally different game. The pressures of the game completely changed, but you've got to deal with it. It's a trial, these things will happen. If he hadn't been here and we weren't using it, the trial would have just been awarded. So I'm not going to complain too much about it. What I am going to look at is the errors we made, what we can get better at, and that's what we're going to work on hard this week.
The next Saturday, of course, a visit of the Premiership champions doesn't get any easier, does it?
No, and probably on today's performance they'll look at that and think, right, we'll get down to Sandy Park and we'll play a bit and we'll see what happens. And we've got to be better. Of course we have. And I think a lot's been made today as well about kind of Tigers injury issues. Well, we have got a few ourselves, and I'm not a big one to talk about it, because I like to back the players who get on the pitch. And I think today, we had some individually really good performances. I think there was a handful of guys who will look at their game and they'll be really pleased with what they've achieved. But it'll kind of be the usual suspects, the guys who can deal with pressure and just get on with it and just make the tackles. They make their ball carries, they make good decisions, and they work extremely hard. And I kind of think we probably didn't have enough people doing their jobs flat out today for us to really sit here and go, we couldn't have been better. We haven't played to our potential today, and because we were well beaten. and we've just got to move on and get on with it. We've got some great games coming up. I think today's a great experience for the players, and as long as we learn from it and move forward, we're still in that process where we've just got to keep learning, and we've got to keep striving to be better. It's no other issues for us.
Well, congratulations on this afternoon, and thank you for joining.
No problem at all. Thanks very much.